The tutorial villain whose hair works harder than his entire team of Pokemon and still somehow loses. Arlo is following the trend of the other leaders, of course, changing his lineup, and he's gonna have Shadow Chikorita right here in the first spot. First things first, I really just make the videos about Cliff, Arlo, Sierra for people who are struggling, and the fight is generally a lot harder than it needs to be just because we kind of nerf ourselves down to, of course, below 1500 CP, but sometimes below that, and I'm just kind of thinking purely in terms of people who may not have a lot of options, and so anyway, with Chikorita here, Charizard is a good option in general, and holy, trust me, I'm gonna take this month's earnings or whatever and put it into a new iPad. This one has been, it's old, but it's been lagging lately. It's just because it's like overheating. But you saw, when Charizard's using fire, of course, fire spin, you can knock out the Chikorita pretty fast. If you are struggling, you just kind of want to like burn the shields first, so that's why it is good if it has Dragon Claw, but typically you do want your Charizard, if you got it on Community Day especially, to have Blast Burn, kind of for that PvE at least, we should say, but for Rocket Battles, PvP, if you've got a Charizard, it probably does have a Dragon Claw in there. But anyway, with Chikorita down, we are going to see Slowbro come in for this middle spot right now, at least for today, and a great Pokemon for resistance, whether Slowbro would be using Water Gun like this one is here. Also Confusion, although you would want a little bit more powerful of a Shiftry right now. I was going to say is Shiftry, of course. It's got the grass, it's got the dark. In general, I think Shiftry kind of a slept-on Pokemon for Team Go Rocket, because there are other choices, but it does have a unique typing that can be good for kind of across the board over the years, I guess, with Team Go Rocket. And really, most of the time, I get Scizor as my final spot Pokemon for Arlo. I hardly ever see something else, and with Scizor, you really just go fire. It takes the 256% damage that's like doubly super effective, or instead of the usual 160%. But yeah, you see with one charge move, Rapidash can actually do it, and that's literally, again, me choosing Rapidash just in case you don't have any other options. I mean, like, if you've got a Charizard or Moltres that could take on the flimsy Scizor, then why not do that? Because you'd get a great resistance with fire and flying, but just make sure you're dealing fire damage back to it. Pretty simple. My guess is that most of you are, though, looking for videos on how to beat Giovanni instead of little muskrat Arlo, who I'm sure most of you can handle, so please click an end screen on screen and see one of those. And thanks for viewing.